Welcome back. I want to apologize up front for those who may want to smack the screen, bash their head up against the desk or the wall because they see me doing something that is so completely stupid. The drawback of watching a noob. So, let's pick our first skill. I think I'm going to go with that one. And now I get the courier right off the bat because it sucks when you're all the way out and you have to come all the way back to get your stuff. I like the courier thing. And start off with the starting items. This is the second time I've been in this video. In this area. Our objective is to destroy the enemy's towers, mid lane towers, and it's to teach you how to deal with the mid lane. Now, in my last video, I said that I loved this tutorial, and I did at the time because it was answering the questions I had as a new player until I got here. And maybe I will upload that herp derp drop arrow. Why did I pick her? Oh, because she reminds me of Ash, but doesn't play like Ash. I don't believe I did half of the stuff I did in that video. Maybe I'll upload that. But doing that video made me realize that there are some issues. I have some issues with this tutorial, and you're looking at it right here. You see that champion? A tutorial, in my opinion, is supposed to be a good balance to teach the new player what to expect in the game, but to also give the player, I mean, you don't want it too hard so they're not face rolled to the point where they don't want to even play the game. But I think that it should give a somewhat realistic expectation of what to expect. That champion is not, your average champion is not going to just roam around and go in circles and do that kind of thing. It's going to try to come after me. And that's what this tutorial up to this point is not teaching me, is how to avoid that champion. Now, it's doing a good job with the tower, but the tower, see, here we go. Yes, I'm under attack. Now, in real life, or in a real game, that champion would come and whoop my butt. Why would he just stand there and let me heal? No. Look at that. Quick draw. It's so from that standpoint, I think the AI needs to be turned up a notch. At least swipe at me. At least try. You know what I'm saying? So I have issue. I have issue with that. The second thing that I have an issue with, oh my gosh, this is really, really bothering me. It is, and I shouldn't let it bother me. I should not let that champion just standing there like that bother me. Gunpowder justice. Is that the AI in general seems to be a little too noobish. It's how can I phrase this? I'm sure that I'm going to die in this tutorial because I'm probably going to do something stupid. But that's the only reason why you're going to die in this tutorial. It's not teaching you how to prepare. Like, you see how they're all standing back? It's I don't know. I like the step-by-step process. I do love that. I love the fact that, you know, at first it taught me, it did teach me about getting the final blows and how to shop from the store. I like that. It's just this one part. Okay, so I'm going to stop ranting about that. I'm still trying to determine what my play style is. Usually in games, I play a ranged hybrid kind of character. Usually one that can heal itself and heal others. In this game, I have chosen ranged because that's sort of what Dota and League of Legends gives you in the beginning. It gives you, a ranged hunter type character, which is fine. I have no problem with that. The difference is with Dota, your champions are available to you right off the bat. In League of Legends, they have these weeks where there's a rotation, and every week there's new free champions, and you would really have to grind to get, like the champion you want. Like, for instance, for some reason or another, I thought that Ashe was always free. Maybe because you start off with her in the tutorial, I don't know. But I figured that was, your free champion. And it was just ironic that the week that I started playing, she was free. So, I just assumed, okay, this is your freebie one always. The one that you can use to grind up. So, champions changed, and she's not free. So I'm like, I feel lost a little bit. I have Tristana, who is similar, and I can play her pretty good. And I do like the idea of being able to play with the other ones for free, but I have nowhere near the amount of points, I don't think, to get Ashe. And if I did, would she be the best choice? And that's why I wish that you could sort of play a game or two with a champion, to get an idea, like a demo, and then it blocks you, cock blocks you until free week or something like that, so that you could get an idea what it is that you want to play your points on, or spend your points on. In my Dota 1 video, because this is Dota 2, the second video, you know what I mean, everybody agreed that if I'm going to get into playing MOBA games, that League of Legends I should get into first, and then get into Dota, because Dota 2 is harder than League of Legends to get into. And I was honestly surprised that everybody agreed on something. I was expecting this to be one of those personal preference things where nobody would agree. Everybody would have great feedback, but nobody would agree. Everybody, even in private messages and whatnot, agreed across the board, across platforms. Dota 2 is harder. Now, off the top of my head, in my mind, when you say that, I think, okay, so Dota 2 is Eve, but then I can't think of what League of Legends would be, because League of Legends isn't WoW. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that. And it's not Star Trek if you were trying to think of a spacey kind of game. I can't really think of one in the same comparison, but I found it interesting that everybody agreed, and I wanted to thank everybody for the feedback. Thank you. I have started, as I, sort of alluded to here, playing League of Legends. And I think I'm going to play them both. Only because I played League of Legends for a while, came into this game and felt rusty. And then I haven't played League of Legends. I haven't been in for a day or so, and I'm probably going to feel rusty going back into that one. And water. Yeah. I knew I was gonna die, so I figured I may as well just go ahead and drink the damn thing. Anyway, that's one of those newbie things that I apologized for because I knew I got too close to that thing. One to that tower. One problem that I have to get my mojo. I have to focus is my desire to kill a champion can overcome my wisdom to stay back behind my creeps or my minions or whatever you want to call them. Um, I will see a champion and I will see that opportunity and I will forget about those stupid towers. And I will go after it and I will face wall, which is stupid. And I see you grab all. I see you. I have no space right now. So yeah. I that is something that I have to work on. Patience. I do. And then another thing that I have to try and understand is when I'm playing a League of Legends game. I haven't gotten to a full game in this one yet. I'm assuming the last tutorial is, like a full bot game. But playing a League of Legends bot game, the champions jump around within lanes. If you remember, the first thing I said was, okay, like Annie, a lot of people play, I found Annie play mid lane or top lane. Not top lane, middle lane. The top lane is the left lane, the bottom lane is the right lane, and the mid lane is the one in the freaking middle. So she plays the mid lane like the one that I'm playing right now, and you usually play her solo in the mid lane because there's usually two on the side lanes and one in the middle for your 5. So I see champions jumping around based on, I mean, some of them are roaming around in the jungle, and then some are, next thing I know, I've got all 5 in my lane, and it's like, woo, let's push. So how do you know when to do that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if my lane is okay, do I leave the champions in the middle of my lane because I see that one of my teammates is in trouble on the map? Or is calling for help, or who goes? There's a lot of if there's 2 in each lane and 1 in the middle, that's 5 players. Well, then who's the jungler? Who's the one that's supposed to be ganking and doing all of the jungle stuff? Those mobs in between. Who's supposed to be doing that? And if that person is doing that, then that means that one of those side lanes are going to have one person short. Is that cool? If I say, okay, you know what? I just want to play a jungler. Is my role to just stay in the jungle? You know what I'm saying? So there's little things like this that I'm still learning as I develop my play, as I decide what my play style is. I do think that it is very possible. Here I go again. Because he's just doing so tempting. Oh, God. Yeah, see, I almost went after. Oh, come on. His health is so down. Damn it. Oh, get that thing down so I can kill him, please. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Oh, it's going to hit me. Oop. Nope. Okay. So anyway, sorry about that. See what I mean? How I get so sidetracked? I think that my playstyle in these games might be different because with Dota, unless I'm completely losing it, when I was messing around with the champions, it actually took into effect the time it took for me to turn and shoot, or to turn and do combat. And that can't possibly right. I'm going to research that, because if that's the case, then yeah, now I'm beginning to understand the little quirks that the game has, where this would make it much more difficult to get into. You'd want to have a general understanding. And I'm about to beat this. Yes! Okay. that's this part of the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in the next one.